Mes très chers
My
compatriotes,
dearest compatriots,
en ces instants critiques
in these
pour
critical
notre
moments
nation,
for our nation,
je m'adresse à vous
I
avec
address
la
you
gravité et la
with the
solennité
gravity and
qu'impose
solemnity
la
that the
situation.
situation imposes.
L'Est de notre
The
pays,
east of our country,
en particulier les provinces du
in
Nord
particular the
Kivu,
provinces of North Asia, of South Kivu and Ituri,
une aggravation
faces one
sans
unprecedented worsening of the security situation.
les forces de défense du
The
Rwanda,
Rwandan Defense Forces,
en soutien de leur
in support of their M23,
poursuivent leur entreprise
continue their terrorist enterprise on our territory,
semant la terreur et la
sowing
désolation.
terror and desolation among our populations.
Je partage avec vous
I share with you
et l'indignation
the pain and indignation in the face of these barbaric attacks.
Ces actes ne sont pas seulement
These acts are not only one attack against the Republic, but an offense
à l'histoire et à la dignité
to the history and dignity of our people.
en ces moments difficiles.
In these difficult times,
J'appelle à la
I call for
résilience
resilience, and especially for resistance.
face à cette situation.
In the face of this situation,
De vous rassurer,
allow me to reassure you,
une riposte
one bold response
coordonnée contre
is coordinated against these terrorists and their sponsors is in progress.
ces forces armées
Our valiant armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo, symbol of courage and patriotism,
sont pleinement mobilisées
are fully mobilized,
à défendre.
ready to defend every centimeter of our territory.
J'ai personnellement convoqué
I have personally summoned and conducts crisis meetings with one small government team,
le haut commandement militaire
the military high command, and an institutional intermeeting
d'évaluer les risques
to assess recent developments in the situation
et les options pour
and lift the options to repel the aggressors and recapture each parcel of our territory.
à cet effet
For this purpose, I have named this 28th January 2025 Major General Evariste Hooded Salmon
au poste de gouverneur
as military governor of North Kivu
forcer la
to strengthen the coordination of military operations
restaurer l'autorité de l'État.
and restore the authority of the state.
Parallèlement,
In parallel,
engagé d'importants
we have undertaken important diplomatic efforts, in particular within the United Nations Security Council,
dans le cadre du
as well as in the framework of the peace process,
nous restons pleinement
to which we remain fully committed despite the obstacles.
nous privilégions la voie du
We
dialogue
focus on the path of dialogue,
avec lucidité
but always with lucidity,
en restant fermement
while remaining firmly resolved
défendre notre territoire
to defend our territory and our sovereignty
nécessaire.
by all necessary means.
Ce combat n'est pas seulement
But this fight is not only that of the FRDC,
c'est le combat de tout un peuple.
it is the fight of all one people, the fight for our identity,
afin de léguer aux générations
to bequeath to future generations one and peaceful country,
à tous nos compatriotes
to all our taste buds,
chaque province,
in each province,
ville,
each city,
chaque territoire et chaque
each territory and each village,
de la diaspora
as well as those of the diaspora, regardless of ethnic or political origin.
unissons nos efforts.
Let us unite our efforts.
Portons un soutien
Let's bring one unwavering support, moral and material, to our valiant soldiers.
nous comme un
Let's mobilize as one man
défendre notre souveraineté.
to defend our sovereignty and safeguard our territorial integrity.
Je suis pleinement conscient
I am fully aware of the sufferings of ours who flees the situation.
Le gouvernement est instruit
The government is instructed to activate the humanitarian emergency plan to help the displaced.
vous habitants.
To you inhabitants of Goma and its surroundings,
Je ressens profondément
I feel your pain deeply,
qui est aussi la mienne.
which is also mine.
Elle traverse nos cœurs et nos
It
âmes.
crosses our hearts and souls as son and daughter of the same country.
Mais face à cette épreuve,
But facing this test,
porte à puiser
I urge you to draw from this
l'intérieur qui fait la grande
inner strength that makes the greatness of the people.
résister avec courage.
Resist with courage.
Preuve de vigilance.
Be constantly vigilant and
Être calme malgré la
keep calm despite adversity.
que nous ne sommes pas restés.
Know that we have not remained inactive.
Plans de contingence sont
Contingency plans are prepared to ensure the protection of the population and prevent escalation of violence.
les dispositifs de sécurité
The safety devices have been reinforced
les zones
to protect strategic areas,
sans relâche.
and we are working tirelessly to ensure the functioning of essential services.
Tiens à rendre un hommage
I want to pay one solemn tribute
à ceux qui ont payé
to all those who paid the ultimate price
dans cette lutte pour
in this struggle for our dignity and sovereignty.
J'ai une pensée pieuse
I have one pious thought for Major General Peter Siri Mohammed,
gouverneur militaire du Nord
military governor of the North, that fell to you,
à la main.
weapons in hand.
Je m'incline avec
I
respect
bow with
devant
respect
la mémoire de tous nos
before the memory of all our military
Wasalendo
and all Wasalando
au champ d'honneur.
fall on the field of honor.
Je pense aussi aux soldats
I also think of the soldiers of the mission, of the development community,
austral, la Sami,
of Southern Africa, the Sami DRC,
combattent
who fight
côté
at our side,
casque bleu de la MONUSCO,
to the MONUSCO blue helmets, who sacrifice their lives for peace,
ainsi que
as well as the countless civilians,
victimes de la barbarie.
victims of enemy barbarism.
Leur courage et leur sacrifice
Their courage and sacrifice will never be forgotten,
et nous portons leur flambeau
and we carry their torch
ferme détermination.
with the firm determination to complete their noble struggle.
Je voudrais ici interpeller
I would like here directly call on the international community and the African Union.
Rwanda continue de violer
Rwanda continues to rape openly and unscrupulously
fondamentaux de la
the fundamental principles of the United Nations Charter, as well as regional agreements.
pire. Ces
Worse, these actions take place in one total evacuation,
ceux avec un mépris
and those with one manifest international rules and values
sont censés
that these institutions are supposed to defend.
arrogantes,
This shy attitude,
même plus à masquer
who no longer even tries to hide his packages, is one provocation, commitment to our sovereignty
stabilité régionale.
and regional stability.
Présence de milliers de
The presence of thousands of Rwandan soldiers on our soil,
soutiens politiques,
their political support, logistical and military to their M23,
implication
and their involvement in the illegal exploitation of our natural resources
tout droit à
lead us straight to one climb,
imprévisible,
with consequences
en danger.
endangering the entire Great Lakes region.
Votre silence et votre inaction
Your silence and inaction
du régime
in the face of the barbarity of the Kigali regime and atrocities by these substitutes on our territory
constitue un affront
constitute one affront not only to the Democratic Republic of Congo,
aux valeurs
but also to universal values
et de paix.
of justice and peace.
Congolais prend
The people take note of this passivity,
qui frôle la complicité.
which borders on complicity.
Sûr d'une chose,
Be sure of one thing:
République démocratique du
the Democratic Republic of Congo will not be humiliated, nor crush. We will fight,
et nous triomphons.
and we triumph.
Congolaises et Congolais,
And
l'heure est certainement grave.
the hour is certainly serious,
Notre détermination est
but our determination is even more unshakable.
un moment critique. Nous offre
This critical moment offers us the opportunity to show the world what makes our strength,
notre unité
that is, our unity without which
serait
all our efforts would be in vain.
nous appelle à être vigilants,
I call on you to be vigilant,
céder à la haine
but not to give in to hatred,
ou à la violence.
to divisions or violence.
Je condamne avec la plus
I condemn with the utmost firmness
les actes de vandalisme
acts of vandalism and looting that have targeted certain diplomatic missions accredited in the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as private interests in the city of Kinshasa.
comportements irresponsables
These irresponsible behaviors distort the healthy expression of our anger in the face of barbaric intolerance to impose ourselves and casts a shadow over peaceful demonstrations of support to our valiant armed forces who fight with courage and self-sacrifice to defend our sovereignty.
notre engagement doit rester
Our
ferme.
commitment must remain firm and disciplined.
Nous gagnerons cette guerre par
We will win this war by our unity,
courage et notre sens de
our courage and sense of responsibility,
la violence
and not by violence and anarchy.
par l'anarchie. Cette victoire ne sera possible
This victory will only be possible if each, wherever it is,
du combat.
takes all the measure of the fight that is ours.
J'appelle donc la nation,
So I call the whole nation,
hommes et femmes,
man and woman, young and old, political actor,
acteurs économiques,
economic operator,
de la société civile,
member of civil society,
religieuse,
religious denomination,
artistes et sportifs,
artist and sportsman,
mobilisés,
to mobilize,
bloquent derrière
to stand behind our valiant armed forces,
et à contribuer chaque
and to contribute each one at his own level to the war effort.
instruit le gouvernement
I have instructed the government
des mesures
to implement measures,
réduction
methods for reducing the lifestyle of institutions and their facilitators,
ressources ainsi
so that the resources thus saved
économiquement réorientées
be directly oriented towards support
aux armées.
to our armed forces.
Effort national.
In this national effort,
Appelle également à la
I also appeal to the responsibility of the private sector
responsabilité à contribuer
who is invited to actively contribute to this common cause.
Nos soldats se battent
Our soldiers fight with heroism
pour la défense de notre intégrité.
for the defense of our territorial integrity and our sovereignty.
Besoin de notre soutien,
They need our full support,
soit moral,
whether they are material or logistical morals.
à la jeunesse congolaise.
Home to the youth,
Pilier et espoir.
pillar hope of our nation.
Je vous exhorte à répondre
I urge you to respond massively at the call of the fatherland. It's time to get up,
mettre votre énergie et votre
to put your energy and creativity
la nation.
at the service of the nation.
Renforcer nos rangs.
We must strengthen our ranks,
Chaque jeune
and
Congolais
every young,
à défendre son pays
ready to defend his country at one place in the
forces armées.
of our armed forces.
Roulez-vous massivement
Roll up massively in the army.
le fer de lance
You are the spearhead of our project,
et votre mobilisation est
and your mobilization is decisive for the final victory.
aux braves populations
To the brave populations of North Kivu,
de l'Ituri.
of South Kivu and Ituri,
Symbole de la
you are the symbol of resilience,
une source d'inspiration.
one source of inspiration for the whole nation.
Pas seul dans cette
You are not alone in this ordeal.
République tout entière se
The whole republic stands by you,
unie dans l'espoir.
united in hope and struggle.
Ensemble, nous ferons
Together we will face and overcome this ordeal.
à nos vaillantes forces armées,
To our valiant armed forces
vaillants patriotes,
and the valiant Wasalando patriots,
véritables sentinelles,
true sentinel of national sovereignty,
je rends un hommage appuyé
I pay one tribute to pray
vous exprime
and expresses you on behalf of the entire republic,
reconnaissance infinie.
our infinite recognition and unwavering pride.
Votre bravoure,
Your bravery,
discipline et votre engagement
your discipline and unwavering commitment
et mobilise tout un
inspire and mobilize all. One people determined to defend their territory. Know that the Republic will never abandon you.
Votre combat est le nôtre.
Your fight is ours,
Fils ne seront
and your sacrifices will never be forgotten.
honneur
You embody the honor of the nation.
à tous mes compatriotes
To all my citizens,
et de la diaspora.
from here and from the diaspora,
République démocratique du Congo.
the Democratic Republic of Congo will not bend.
Démocratique du
The Democratic Republic of Congo will not back down.
Congo. J'abandonnerai.
I will never leave you.
J'en fais ici.
I take the oath here.
Le soleil n'a pas cessé de
The sun has not stopped shining on our homeland.
ensemble.
Hand in hand set,
Nous surmonterons cette tempête.
we will overcome this storm,
Une ère nouvelle.
and we will open the new era of peace and prosperity for future generations.
Dieu bénisse la République.
God bless the Democratic Republic of Congo and its people. I thank